Okay, we're back from our break, and we're talking about before the press conference started, which was a wild press conference regarding the winning insane matchup. And we all picked winning to win that series, and coming in hot.
I picked insane.
Oh, you did? You picked insane?
Yeah, he did.
That was the only pick you got right?
No.
You got 2 out of 3 right?
Picked Serial also.
I was like, there was 1 out of 3.
No.
Wow, Douglas is on fire.
Oh yeah, this
But anyway, we they came in hot, and you would really think we talked about the outfielder coming in inebriated, and which was not a pleasant scene, and but really at that point, Captain Jack Abadie and co-captain Chuck Abadie, whoever's going to do it, really had to make a decision.
Did they know? Would you say it was obvious?
Well, when you're throwing up on the sidelines, it's either food poisoning or
at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Or fear.
Yeah. And,
The truth, Bob, I don't think Martyr should have been playing right field anyway. He's a second baseman. He's an infielder. He couldn't get the job done there.
They had a super right fielder against us, and it was not Martyr.
Oh, was it?
I think it was your brother.
My brother was very good in right field.
He was awesome against us.
I don't know why they didn't put him out there again. Matute was in right field. He was okay. He wasn't great. I don't know where Jack and Chucky got the brilliant idea to put Martyr, a second baseman, in right field. I had a bunch of people from Insane tell me that it was obvious that this guy was completely drunk. They were trying to hit the ball to right field. They did a bunch of shots to right field.
Did he miss
it?
it?
And he made a couple of errors. There was a ball in the gap he didn't even go for that Jack, who was shaded to left, had to run extra. But I don't see how Chucky and Jack leave this guy in right field. I don't think he should have been there anyway. He's not the best right fielder on the team. I think they made a pick. They picked him early, and they didn't want to bench him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he should have been benched if he showed up drunk. I don't understand if that's true.
clearly it's
And
not
how
the
did
right
they get
message to
past,
send.
how did they get past the league screening that we have? I mean, I think when you go to the fields, there's like urinals and stuff that you got to pass by.
Yeah.
How did he get
Blood test and whatnot.
Yeah, blood
But it's
test
random.
is,
It's random testing. You
The
got
problem is, half the guys are drunk to begin with, so to do the testing, so it's very difficult. But
I would love to, I don't know if Chucky or Jack, I know Jack is probably back on his media strike that he was on all year until he won a couple of games. But I don't know if either of them will call in.
I'd love to hear from Joseph Jamal if anybody could.
Joseph or Jack Abadie had a lot to say last
Joseph
week. Where's Jack
Jamal,
Abadie?
Joseph Jamal might have some input, or even Albert Gamal, who's been pretty outspoken about his team's efforts this year, or Jeffrey Saka, anybody in that team. So
I'm surprised Saka, who's usually very vocal in different moves throughout the game, I'm surprised Jeffrey Saka didn't say anything like, get this guy out of right field.
Well, he was too busy badgering the umpire, and he almost got thrown out. The umpire basically he told him something, and he got pretty heated, and so they were going at it. And
This was a team that won 4 in a row to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just disappearing.
But one thing about this team, though, they lose composure at the drop of a hat. The first thing that goes wrong, that's it. They start screaming at each other, screaming at the screaming all over the place, and it was just that was it. So the last couple of weeks they were winning. They're all buddies. But one thing we got to mention, John Eliezer is a top-notch player in this league.
Shortstop.
I mean, he's probably top 3-4 players in the league already.
Wow.
Outstanding hitter. I mean, he must have had 5-6 hits the other day again. He places the ball. He's a righty hitter. He wants to hit it over the first baseman's head. He bloops it. He can rip it down the left field line. Great hitter, great fielder. I would think next year he's top, easily first round pick.
Now with the exit of Eliezer, are there any Brooklyn players left in the playoffs?
What do we got? Nobody. Let's see. We got an Insane.
Nobody on Grip It.
Nobody on Grip It. Nobody on
Insane.
I think that was it. Salim Levy was really the only one.
Salim is gone also.
Yeah,
he was on Going Out of Business.
Yeah.
The Cheeseheads had all the.
Cheeseheads had a lot of them, so there are none.
Chow had a bunch of them. Yeah.
I think it's all for Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the other? Well, yeah. Oh, well, you have a couple of guys like Nathan Zolta maybe played a year or two in Brooklyn. But as far as impact players, they're all gone. So that's.
They didn't make it to the semis.
No. And that's it. So now, Norman, tell us what the plans are Sunday mornings now.
Well,
Which beach club
Should I
are you
pick you
gonna
up?
hit?
There's Home Depot, there's Marshalls. I mean, there's a lot
This
you can
guy's
do.
Lock Harbor, Allenhurst, maybe.
Sunday morning, I'm picking up the microphone from the YMSL studios, and I'm going straight to the field.
That's a diehard.
You know, I would love to be playing, especially with the team that I thought we would win the World Series this year. But we're going to cover the games from head to toe for the fans. That's all we can do at this point.
Yeah, so let's talk about predictions now. The first series we'll start off would be the Dodgers versus Serial Killers. I always in the past I don't love buys. I think the team loses a week of momentum, and that week I don't know, they're relaxed, they lose focus on softball, they come in, the other team comes in hot, and I'm thinking the same thing now with Serial Killers. I like them, and they're playing great defense, very cohesive group, great, they have 6-7 good hitters. Even Ben Kane is a very good hitter for hitting 10th, and I like the chances a lot. I'm picking them to win the series in I would say 4.
I love this Serial Killer team. You know the way I felt about them last week before they even played you. They're not going to lose this series. I don't know why they would pick Red to play against someone that's given up 1 run in 21 innings. Why you would pick to go up against that? Again, as NRJ said, it's not just a pitcher, it's a whole team, it's a whole defense, and they have the defense behind him. Serial Killers will win this series. I'll give a game to the Dodgers the most. So I would say in 4, it could be very easily a sweep, because I also feel that Ike Yedid will erupt very soon.
Yeah.
So if Serial Killers wins the first 2, it's going to be just war between Ike and Jackie Tawil. So this could be an easy sweep, but I'll give them a game and say 4. Serial in 4.
I like the Dodgers in this series. I think that despite what's going on between Yedid and Jackie Tawil, I think they're the better team. And even though Serial Killers are clicking, like we always say, they're winning right now, so everyone loves each other. Let's see what happens after a couple of errors and they fall behind. Let's say if they lose game 1, Hank the Hammer. I'm going to go with the Dodgers in this series, and I see it going the distance. Dodgers in 5. Call it.
Okay, we have Sammy from Allenhurst, line 1.
Hey, what's doing, Bobby? How you feeling, pal?
Hi, how you doing, Sammy? How are you?
Not too bad. I'm on the West Coast right now, and I just got about 15 emails telling me that AB Dweck is talking a lot of trash. Might be a competition. Is that true?
Well, I don't know. Basically, he said the first baseman's a little over the hill and slow on insane.
Okay.
I don't know.
You know what he
referring
said?
to.
You know what he had the guts to say? He said that Steven Batesh is the best fielding first baseman in the YMSL right now.
If I remember correctly, I think Jack Batty also said that Wabo was the best.
I think there may be an earthquake in California right now.
NRJ saying that Saban was the best first baseman last year in the World Series.
No, not Saban. Anyway, what he did say.
So you know what? I'll just let you guys keep talking. You can do that. You have a right to your opinion, and I respect it. But before someone talks trash, you can't wake up sleeping, Lions. And
right.
People you don't want to wake up is myself. You don't want to wake up Mo Shamma, and you don't want to wake up Ike, Jemal, and Buka. So we'll be there Sunday, and we're going to be there. And we're going to play our game, and they're going to have to beat us to win.
Sammy, what do you think of this? Last year, nobody picked you to win the World Series. This year, the first week of the playoffs, nobody picks you. Second week of the playoffs, this team comes and they want to play you. Again, you're still getting no credit. What do you guys have to do to get credit?
No. This year, I think people are getting smarter, and I think they're realizing that nobody wants a part of Insane, so they're doing the right thing. People get wiser. But, last year you didn't count on us to win a game. We not only won a game, we won the whole thing. And then this year, we were playing under the radar. And, we like this. We love the under the radar. It's great for us. We get hungry. We come there to play ball. And you know what? If they're going to beat us, they're going to have to beat us with the bat and the glove. So, Steven, by the way, Steven Batesh is an excellent fielding first baseman. and he's a good kid, so I have to like him a lot, Steven.
Let me ask you about A.B. Saka, who you'll be facing. He's coming in as pretty much the hottest pitcher in the league, other than Red. But Red's got that defense, like we said, behind him. But A.B.'s just been firing it in. How do you feel about your at-bats against A.B.?
Well, he's a lefty, and I think it's a great matchup. Everyone I spoke to has said that A.B. has made the most improvement out of all the pitches this year. He's really coming into his own. He has great control. He doesn't walk many batters. He likes to use the corners. I think he's a very good pitcher. I think, the fact that he is a very good pitcher, we're going to come in and try to attack him early. So he's a great pitcher. No two ways about it. I think he might be right now the best pitcher, maybe remaining ahead of Leo. And you guys, my teammate, I love Leo. And I think he's ahead of Red. And he's right up there right now with IQ only because IQ is getting up there in age. So, it's going to be a great matchup. All kidding aside, it will be a great matchup, but A.B. Dweck cannot talk trash. You have to win a couple of rings before he talks trash.
Let me ask you a question. The big question mark on your team is the health of Buka in right field. Obviously, if you can't play right field, are you confident with Adam Jemal there?
Well, Adam is definitely making strides. I think he's getting used to it little by little. I don't know if that's his natural position, but he is making strides. And Buka, what I really want from Buka is his bat, which we need because we don't score a lot of runs. And, I think Adam will do a good job out there.
Okay, so you guys are, it should be a great series. We look for that one to go the distance. And,
you do? Okay, so they didn't have, in other words, the panel didn't have, Griffin and Rippett sweeping in 3?
We didn't do it yet. We might have it.
Okay, so then let me wait for that to come out because I guarantee we'll get one of those.
We're just blowing smoke right now to make.
What's your prediction?
I think it's gonna go. I really think it's gonna go 5. I honestly think it's gonna be a great series. I think it's gonna go 5.
All right.
I think we're gonna win at 5.
All right. So listen, you won in 5 last year to win the whole thing. You could be right again. We'll see how it goes, and should be exciting. Sammy, thanks for calling in.
You got it, pal. Have a good night.
Thank you too. Sammy Tawil, our producers track everybody down.
Great job.
West Coast.
Who you taking in that series?
Did we finish the other ones? We all picked.
I picked the Dodgers in 5.
We did 4 each on Zerials.
Oh, you picked the Dodgers.
I got the Dodgers in 5.
You picked the Dodgers in 5. Now let's talk about Insane versus
Grippin and
Rippett. I'll get it done before the end of the year.
You'll get it one time. You'll get it right.
I have to disagree with my old pal Sammy Tawil. I think this team is unstoppable right now. I really do. Rippett and Grippett. Grippett and Rippett is going to be maybe 4 games. I think they're going to dominate. I think AB's too strong right now, and big question mark is Buka in right field not being healthy, and so that's my prediction for.
I am actually gonna take Insane in this series.
Oh, the old Sammy Tawil got intimidated.
No, I told Albert when I walked in I like the Dodgers and Insane in the World Series this year. I think Insane is gonna win in 4 games. I think Grippin and Rippett, who is the hottest team in the league right now, I think they're going to hit a speed bump here. And I think Sammy Tawil, Morris Shama, and all the Jemal brothers, Ike Jemal, I think they're going to go to the World Series again.
Okay. I think Grippin and Rippett is a far better team than Insane. I would pick them in a sweep other than the experience with Mo Shama, Sammy Tawil. I'll give them a game just because they have that experience. So I'm picking Grippin and Rippett in 4. A.B. Saka, I was with him on Killer Z's, on Killer Z's. He was great in the playoffs, and he's great now in these playoffs. So I don't see that team losing.
I think A.B. Saka is the better pitcher in the game.
Yeah, that's a big edge.
Easily, but I don't like Grippin and Rippett's offense. And I know they hit well against Azer this past week, but I love Insane's defense, and I don't know, I just have a feeling that Insane's going to have an easier time than most people think in this series.
Well, certainly it's a safe pick with Mo Shama there, but I think right now, I feel I'm on the Griffith bandwagon, and I think they're the strongest team.
They pretty much, but
right
you know,
now.
losing 6 in a row going into the playoffs, they like backed into the playoffs. You
True.
know, we win one game that last
Two of
week,
those
they're not
games,
even in the playoffs.
2 of those games are without Morris against LU.
Right.
Big loss. Even though Jaime did well at short, then you have to put someone else at second. You got to put someone else at short center, and blah 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 blah.
Right.
So it changes the whole team.
Yeah, but let's not forget they
that.
played the first week. They played 3 games with Mosham and scored 3 runs.
Right.
So I mean, you know, that team is for the most part was. We have a call coming in on 2. Jack Jemal, captain of Insane. How are you, Jack?
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Jemal. How you doing, Douglas? How's everybody?
Very good. Very good.
Jack, we just got a call from Sammy Tawil. He's obviously very pumped up and feels like your team's a little disrespected.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great series. I don't think, I'm not calling to bash my opponent. I'm calling to say that it's going to be an amazing series. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, you have A.B. Tacka, who's one of our premier pitchers in the league, going up against this young phenom. You know, our pitcher is unbelievable. Nobody expected us to be here when the season started. And here we are, and I like the opposing team's chemistry, so don't get me wrong. But I also understand why the Dodgers, went with their pick. I totally get that. You don't want to face, I think Griffith and Griffith is one of the hottest teams. You don't want to face lightning in a bottle. But again, and if I ever have a choice, I would never want to face Yadid only because, you have to give the pitcher the edge in a series like that.
Right. That's 2 weeks in a row. The top team did not pick to play you.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, you have to attribute it to postseason experience. I mean, to get the 7-1 record how we started off. At the end of the day, the core guys, 7 guys from Insane, were the world champions last year. So we're like the Yankees of the YMSL. Obviously we still have to do a lot, but we have to finish the job. Because it's funny. There's not a guy on the team that's satisfied right now. We all feel like the Yankees. We expect to be there, and we expect to win. No disrespect to the opponents, but we're not taking anything except the World Series title.
Wow. So you're saying if you had a chance to pick, you would have also taken Serial Killers. You agree with what the Dodgers did?
And yes, absolutely, and I'll tell you why. Firstly, because no disrespect to Red, I wouldn't, again, if I was facing them, I think it would be a 5-game series, and who would win the game 5? It would be a tough call. Of course, I would try to face me, but I'm not even saying I'm a better team than the Serial Killers. What I am saying is you don't want to face unfinished business because they're not, Griffin and Rickett, because they're the hottest team right now. That I understand. And they don't want to face us because we're the defending world champions. So it's the lesser of 3 evils. I mean,
Right.
Who do you pick? It's no disrespect to Killer D's. I mean, nobody wants to face Henry Shallow, but you gotta look at what's out there.
What's amazing is that last year when you guys won, so much credit, despite your star-studded lineup, so much credit was given to Stevie Azer, how good he was in the postseason and how he was the key to the success there. And then, of course, we all watched the off-season coverage when you were unable to re-sign him to the multi-year deal, and you lost Stevie Azer, and yet you're back right where you started again.
Yeah, and you brought up a very good point. The only reason why Stevie Azer is not in the playoffs right now is one of the reasons why, I'm a big proponent of playing 5 games in the first round. Anybody could have a bad day on any Sunday. We all know that. And you got to give a guy like, Maurice Haber and Stevie Azer a lot of credit. They put up a great season. They were probably a game away from having first place. They were the team that I really, in my mind, that I thought we were going to face in the World Series. They were the only team that beat us at full strength. And I think that they were probably one of the best teams in the league. And here you have a guy who had one bad day and he's out of the postseason. And that's why I'm a big proponent for the YMSL Commission to consider going to a 5-game series next season. What do you folks think about that?
Yeah, we are planning to end the season on Christmas Eve, so that should be exciting, and we're looking for a dome stadium in the area. So what's the second round? 4 out of 7 and 5 out of 9?
Something like that.
Yeah, so we'll take that into serious consideration. And Jack, thanks for calling in. And good luck, and I'm sure your team is going to be ready to play on Sunday.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Great job.
All right,
Good luck.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. You sound like you picked it on the spot.
Sounds like Alpha Gamal.
It did sound like Albert Gamal.
Buzz.
I think he's rehearsing his lines.
Can you get him back?
Yeah, I'm sure that he's on the line with the producers, screening all the calls, making sure it's okay. Jack Jemal once again, taking the diplomatic approach, and
He calls in every week, but never gives us anything to.
no bulletin board material.
No bulletin board material, right?
Sally, you're on the line.
Hey, Bob, Nicholas, what's going on?
How are you, Sally? You sound,
Speak up, caller.
You sound depressed, but you weren't happy with the selection.
No, I'm just tired. A long day coming back from the city. I'm just lounging on my sofa watching the Lions. Missions report.
I thought maybe your D gave you an earful or something. That's usually how they sound after.
No, me and Mr. Edith are on the same page.
Okay, good. Were you surprised, or did you share the same sentiments as the rest of your team?
Pretty much most of the veterans on the team kind of agree. We were kind of torn between two teams. And in my situation, I consulted with Ike and felt to see who he felt he was more comfortable playing against, because he knows the batters. He knows who he's going to face. He's riding on. He's the captain of our ship, and he would know better than anybody else. So I gave him the choice to tell me, and everybody kind of agreed with it. We were kind of torn between, again, two teams, but we went with our captain riding our ship. So
I thought you were on the phone.
Gotcha. So it seems like Ike Edid made this pick and not Jackie Tawil, is basically what you're saying.
Don't twist my words. Jackie was open with a few other guys to play anybody. We're not scared of anybody. We can compete anybody. All the teams are pretty much equal, and it's just like a toss-up in our eyes. But again, we had two teams in real first year, and we decided that that's the direction we should go.
Right. All right, Solly, thanks for calling in, and good luck the rest of the way with the Dodger organization, and I'm sure you guys are anticipating being in the World Series.
Wait, before I go, you guys always underestimate us, especially with the picks.
Yeah.
That's a Nova Jamal.
Did I pick Dodger?
Yeah,
Good Dodger. I picked you, man. What more do you want from me?
But that's what I said, except for Nova Jamal.
Oh, I thought especially.
Yeah, I'm a Dodger fan. We're not used to them winning, so we can't do that. All right, thanks a lot, guys. All right, man.
Sounded like a wild viewing party that he was at, Bob.
Gabe from Mexico City on line 1.
Hey, what's up, guys? Bobby, how you doing?
Hey,
Hi,
Gabe, how are you?
Gabe?
I just want to get started by saying, Norman, I got to tell you, I've been hating the respect that you gave us all year. We won 9 out of the last 10 games. Time for a little respect.
Listen,
You didn't pick him either?
I did not pick
never
Oh,
him.
he's been saying,
He never ever picks them.
I've been on the bandwagon. Don't give me anything but
I'm on the bandwagon since you swept us 2 months ago. Well, 6 weeks
Thank
ago.
you. I want to get started also by telling you guys, all due respect to his team, his best players, Mo Sharma, Ike Jamal, Sammy Tawil, I heard the call by him, by the way. And all due respect to them, there's a couple of Hall of Famers in there. But I think it's a new era, and I honestly believe that we're going to take the series.
Well, you definitely should believe you're going to take the series. You won 9 out of 10. You got the hottest pitcher. I just think that your team, and no disrespect to your team, I just think your team is playing so good right now. I think you're playing better than what your roster really is, to tell you the truth. And at some point, I think everything's got to level out. And I think that.
Bottom line, guys, I know they don't have a great defense, but we're keeping it alive all year. What we've been doing is playing solid defense all the way across. From third base to the right fielder, down to Adam Schumann at center field. The guy, by the way, we got to freaking give some respect because he's an outstanding.
Yeah, we really never touched upon that. Adam Schulman's very underrated as a center fielder. He's never mentioned with the lead center fielder.
But this guy really gets to every ball. He might not look as smooth as the way they do, whatever he does. He also has a good arm. We have very good arms out there from what's his name? Ashkenazi in right field.
Zach,
Zach is insane. Guy's just gunning people out. He must have like 9 assists on the year.
Another guy we also don't talk about has been playing great, Stephen Matesh at first base. He's making scoops. He's an unbelievable first baseman.
I didn't hear Amy's call. Sorry, I said I missed that.
Yeah.
I heard Sammy saying, I heard that little battle they had between them. And he really is playing as solid first base. I'm telling you, as a shortstop, I feel extremely comfortable throwing to that target. I know he's making the scoops, I throw it a little off, and I'm not afraid to ever throw the ball hard over there because he's just making everything.
Yeah, so...
And I was talking about our hitting. I hear you in the beginning of the year we're going a little flat. So how do you not respect us by the way we hit this season? The guy's a Hall of Fame pitcher. He's won I don't know how many championships. And you don't give us respect that we scored 22 runs on him in one day?
Well, wasn't he injured?
What injured?
They said he was injured. He couldn't stand. His back was hurting him. I don't know. They said that's the only reason why you scored. That's what they said.
Well, this team, Eddie Richie, and a bunch of other guys, a very solid lineup that you guys didn't believe that we could beat. And, I mean, that's all I got to say, guys. I love our chance in the series, and I hope you guys feel the same way, because we're going to surprise you otherwise.
Well, Gabe, I can tell you this. You're playing on Sunday, and we're not. And we haven't picked it correctly yet, so don't take too much stock into what we say. But I'm sticking by my pick. I think your run comes to an end this week.
You lost to them 7-6 earlier in the season, by the way.
I said, at the beginning of the year, we lost to everyone at the beginning of the year. We just won the talk, guys. And then 9 out of 10.
He's right. You know who's also an underrated guy that makes a big difference? Ira Schulman is a catcher. Is an outstanding catcher. So, Gabe, thanks a lot, and good luck with Grip It and Rip It. And I think also we might mention you played without Lior Friedman last week and still won. A big bat in your lineup, so I'm sure he'll be back this week. And we'll see. And they won 2 games without you the week before against Azer, so...
That only means one thing, Bobby.
Yeah.
It doesn't make one play. It doesn't give, it's up to the team. I hear more shots play, other guys play, so...
I know.
All 14 in order to win.
You got it. You get contributions from all 12 guys. And good luck the rest of the way, Gabe. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Robert from Bradley Beach on line 1.
There he is.
Yeah. I just got up to take the call.
Yeah. By the way, we you have unlimited minutes because we don't have Verizon here.
No, it's nights and weekends.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have held on taking this call. I wouldn't have made this call.
All right, Robert, you've been the big topic of conversation today since Sunday, actually. Outstanding pitching performance on Sunday, but once again, no respect from the opponent. You were chosen again. Are you surprised?
No. In fact, in that interview where I think I had 58 views so far, 40 on me. But I told you that Nike was going to take me.
Yeah, you're the reason that Norman and I are currently have our Sundays free. You know, you knocked us out. We didn't make the playoffs because of you. You knocked him out. Almost a no-hitter. Did you ever have a no-hitter? Did you ever pitch one?
No, not really. And the only no-hitter in the league was Al Fowles, actually. 35 years ago.
35 years ago, I think. Really? Yeah. They used to play, 2 strikes in those days, right? It was, you couldn't...
Which was much harder. 5 balls, you're out on the second.
Yeah, exactly. 2 swings, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Red, what do you think of your team right now? You're clicking in all cylinders. What about your going up against future Hall of Famer Ike Edin?
Well, that's going to be tough. Ike is very, very tough. He throws that rising fastball, but it's not really a fastball anymore, but it does rise.
A rising slow ball.
Yeah. And I forgot to say, Jackie Tawil was on that team. We replaced him, and you did. So the 2 have to get revenge against us.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
About Jackie Tawil.
That's a good. How could you forget about him? He's the star of the team.
How could he take us? How could he pick us?
I don't know. Just once again, they're showing that the Red 63 years old is getting in people's heads.
And when they pick, by the way, Red, all the time when these captains are picking, they're saying Red.
Right.
We're picking because Red's
You're
the
the
pitcher.
reason they're
You're
picking
the reason
your
they're
team.
picking.
I know, but they don't understand our defense, how good it is. I mean, infield and outfield and catching and short center field, we're great.
You are great. Your team this past week did not make 1 error.
I know. I don't don't think that ever happened before.
I don't think it ever happened either, but you're playing a lot longer than me.
Red, you almost had 3 shutouts in a row. Did you think you ever did that in your 35-year career?
Let me tell you something. You said something a little earlier. I made a big mistake. Why didn't I walk Allie Marshall?
Because you were up 11-0.
No. The second game.
Wow,
You
there was
up
nobody on
9-0.
base. There was nobody on base. You gonna walk him?
Well, come in the next batter. I have a better chance of getting him out than Allie.
But you didn't give up a hit the whole first game.
Red, let me ask you about the controversy at the end of game 1 when you were up 11-0 and yeah, and Allie hit what looked like a triple, but Max Yedid, the runner in front of him, missed second base. And in an 11-0 game, you guys actually appealed that the guy missed the base in the last inning of a game that was 11 runs.
And won the appeal, we should say.
I hate to say this, but if anyone deserved to miss second base, it was Max.
Why?
Why? Because for 3-4 innings, every time we crossed paths, he was pitching and I was pitching.
Yeah.
He would say, "Oh, you have a no-hitter. Did you ever have a no-hitter before?"
Woo!
No-hitter.
He did?
He missed the base, and the ump knew it, but didn't really want us to appeal because they know Allie would go crazy. Well,
And he went crazy.
we appealed, and Allie went crazy.
What about Jason Sultan? Was he silent on that? Or?
Oh my God, Jason Sultan fell on the ground and said he injured himself on the call. Unbelievable.
So, Red, you guys are very confident. You're on fire right now. You think it's what do you think about the series? Should go the distance? Should be a great series, I think.
Well, let me tell you, my team says they're hungry, and I keep on telling them I want well-done hamburgers because I am very hungry. And they're promising a barbecue.
Oh. But Red, the book on you is you take your team to the semifinals and then you just wilt towards the end. What do you think about that? It's been happening the last 3-4 years.
That's true. And there are teams that you took. We beat your team in the finals, the Killer Z's, and you didn't pitch the last game. And the year before that, you didn't pitch the last game in the finals.
No, that's not true. 1 year I didn't pitch the last. That was with Elliot Braha.
Elliot Braha. And then Jen Eshko pitched the last 2 innings versus us.
Maybe he came into relief. But let me tell you something. And keep on saying the pitcher, the pitcher, the pitcher. But it's the whole team. If the team is playing great,
He's right.
the pitcher can be mediocre.
He's right. It's defense.
Now, I have been in this league 97 years.
Right.
You read that thing, player of the week, 97-year veteran. I mean, how could they make
I guess he has a computer.
Yeah, he does.
But
Rob
you,
Nestor
to
at
me,
Yahoo.com.
to me, you look a lot different than in years past. You look more confident. You look like you're having a lot more fun. You're not as frustrated. You're not as angry. You're just like always smiling and always happy.
It must be the new jeans, right, Red?
Well, let me tell you something about the jeans.
Boscov's,
You know
right?
how much they've gone up in price?
I know.
I mean, it's lucky I bought them last year.
It's $3.99.
Yeah, you bought them from where?
I bought them from Boscov's. I paid $17.99.
Yeah.
Now they're on Boscov's. They're $28.95 on sale.
Yeah, but remember, Boscov's went out of business. Now they're coming back in.
No, online, on Boscov's online.
Oh, with free shipping.
Free shipping,
Yeah.
yes. And I'm a lot better because I'm living home alone.
Yeah.
And I have to cook for myself. That's why I want these hamburgers.
Why, you buying meat now? What happened to him? Jadra with yogurt 5 nights a week.
No, just for yesterday. No meat.
Oh.
Other than Hebrew National hot dogs, which they're saying now are unkosher. And I have 7 packs.
7 packs.
Yes, on sale for $1.49.
All right, Red, I know it must be extremely hot in your house because the AC is probably off, right? Or you...
It's off. Believe me, it's off. I can't afford air conditioning. Because of the league, I can't.
Anyway, if your team wins, you're going to have a nice, I think they're going to go down Bradley Boulevard and have a big parade.
No, they keep on promising a barbecue. And they know that I love well-done hamburgers, which I haven't. The last hamburger I had was at that tournament. that they're going to have again this year. They had the guy making hamburgers.
Right, Kesher.
They were bad.
Yeah. There was flies all over the place. I remember that one.
Flies, and the hamburgers were raw, and he kept on saying, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, you don't know how to cook that, dude.
All right, Red. Thanks for calling in. Good luck on Sunday, and
thank you, Bobby, for picking us. I appreciate it.
oh, nothing.
And Woody Douglas, did you pick us?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
Only Norman didn't pick you. He still doesn't believe. Could you imagine? You outscored their team 20-1. He still is not a believer.
Well, because you guys have never all three picked the same team, have you?
I don't know.
No, actually one. We all picked Azer last week.
Yeah,
right?
we all lost.
We all picked Azer last week. We lost.
And I'll tell you one bad thing about Asa. He misses too many games. How can he stay sharp?
Well, he goes to rehab in Arizona and the Hamptons. He stays in shape by throwing off on the beach over there. So.
And one more thing.
Yes.
You didn't name who that drunk was.
Well, we try to keep it.
We
don't
named
want
him. No, it's not a secret.
Norman Jemal's gonna announce it, right?
The right fielder for winning, Benji. Is that his name? Benji Martyr.
Benji Martyr.
I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is, but I was told from multiple sources that he was clearly drunk and he showed up for a playoff game drunk.
Indeed.
All right, Red, we got to cut you off.
Saturday afternoon I had a sore arm. I had no alcohol, so I put whiskey all over my arm.
All right, do that again this week. We got to go, Red. We got Ike from Brooklyn on line 2.
Hi, Bobby?
Yeah, speak up, caller.
Okay, how's this? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Can you tell me what the matchups are? I just got home and I got a call. I don't know. So can you just confirm the matchup?
Yeah, it's your captain, Jackie Tawil, picked Serial Killers with Robert Rednesser from Bradley Beach as their pitcher.
Shouldn't you know the matchups if you pick the team to play?
I didn't pick anyone because I would never do that. I just wanted to dispel anything that's out there. I don't think the picking is the right way to go. It just causes more disharmony between people. And it shouldn't go. It shouldn't be like that. We have enough problems with the league and fighting and this and that. You don't need any more bad feelings. That's number one. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Red Nesser. He's, one of the all-time greats. And
Is this really Ike you did? No, seriously.
Well,
Speak up, caller. Speak up. We can't hear you.
I did offer your captain
I'm trying to change the whole demeanor of the league. It shouldn't be all this adversarial shit. Even the stuff, even the show. We should be a little more humble. That's all I have to say.
Humble.
I asked Jack when your captain called in to pick a team. I actually offered him the official YMSL coin. And I told him, Jackie, that you just want to leave it to a flip. This way, you're not upsetting the opponent. It's just chance.
If the guy, at least what I would do, let's say I would pick Zuriel, whatever their name is.
Yeah.
I would say, listen, that's who I decided, but I did pick it out of the hat. I put all 3 teams in a hat.
Right.
Why put the other team bulletin board in Zuriel? I respect everyone in the league.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the whole trash talking of the league between players and everything. As one of the elders of the league, I gotta say, we gotta, stop it. Cut it out. Just play the game. Everyone, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I got, bro.
All right, Ike. You did go face to face with the umpire last week, and he was nowhere to be seen after that. What was that attributed to?
He came at me. Ask Sherry Towel what happened. Because God bless all the umpires. I know they do their best, but some of the umpires are a little bit disturbed when they put it on. That guy. Ask anyone. I feel bad for him, but he's very confrontational. You start screaming at players, especially when you come a half hour late every game, and then go have a cup of coffee and a sandwich in your car between every half inning. That's what the guy does. You know the guy I'm talking about. Everyone in the league knows.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's no longer.
A fight with Jemal, the nicest guy in the league.
Right.
Hey, something's off there. No.
Right. So, Ike, we look forward to seeing you Sunday. You are healthy. There was a rumor you called in last week, said something about Jackie Tawil should pick up Mavor. Are you healthy now or what?
I'm healing slowly. As far as the team, I'm not used to being second fiddle, but I'll just have to gut it out and do the best I can. And we have a great team, great hitting team. To pick up the defense and play together and stop the mental mistakes and the base running errors and missing the cutoff mid, simple stuff like that. We should be fine, but our defense is not up to par. I'm sure even the captain will admit to that. So,
All right.
excited about it. I love the pitch. I still love to play. But all of the extra nonsense I could do without it already. It's going to be 50 in August, and I just want to play. And that's it, guys.
All right. Ike, thanks for...
Oh, Douglas is out, and RJ is out. Wow.
Yeah.
Both out by the same pitcher that's playing you.
I'm picking your team to win, though.
I'm gonna give them the top four that they deserve, and may the best team win. Me and Red have had many battles. He's won some, I've won some. I love the guy. He's clear sky, and his best team wins. That's it.
All right, Ike.
All right.
Thanks for calling in.
How about you, Douglas? How about you, Red Cheesehead? What do you got?
He's
Well,
not in the postseason. We don't really have to hear from him anymore.
I picked Red to win. Even though he knocked out Norman's still going with you guys, but I picked Red to win. I think they have a very good defense. I mean, Red's just pitching, okay, he's putting it over, but their defense is very good.
Yeah, very solid team.
Well, we're hitting hard, and we didn't hit against Red when we played. Now, I don't know, we scratched a couple of runs. We won 4-1
Right.
one game. We got to pick up the D. We pick up the D, we're going to win.
Let me ask you a question, Ike. I've noticed in a couple of your games that I watched, there seems to be a lot of problems with just some of the youth on the team. I mean, is it the problem you face seeing some of these kids? Maybe they're not as focused as you'd like them to be.
You know what it is? A lot of them don't know the game, or they don't think the game. I keep explaining to them, you got to think before the ball is hit, what am I going to do with the ball? The thought process can't start when the ball reaches your glove and there's a man on first, and I don't know that the guy's slow at first, and the base runner's bad. I'm running out of the boxes, but maybe I'll get the fourth play. Like Morris Shamma, the guy plays every hitter perfectly. He maybe is not the most talented as far as athleticism anymore, but it's all about the brain. This game is 90% brain. Base running mistakes on line drives. So these guys, when you try to explain it to them, instead of accepting and saying thanks, like it used to be years ago, they say, what do you mean? It wasn't my fault, or whatever. Okay, you're laughing. Not like laughing.
No, you're right.
You're right. You only have two series.
Hear it, and I mean it, that the attitude is different with the kids these days. It's frustrating.
Well, also, I don't think they realized coming into the league the intensity of the league. They thought it's just another league, and then when they see the veterans, how intense it is, I think they're going to change the more they play.
Well, I don't know. We got a lot of young boys on the team, and we have a Smanner and a veteran. And I thought, they would listen to me a little bit more. Like if I position the guy a certain way, I know when I'm pitching, where I'm going.
Well,
know what the hell I'm doing out there. Trust me.
the pitchers, they
when I first started playing.
Yeah, when you're playing defense, you have to listen to the pitcher because I know that's the way it was on our team.
All right,
like
Ike,
you
we
would say,
got to cut it off. The hour's late, and our producers got. Thanks for calling in.
Good
Good luck
luck.
the rest of the way.
A very low, somber, calm Ike indeed.
Ike
Not the
indeed,
ferocious.
talking about humbleness and sportsmanship.
Yeah, sportsmanship.
and-
Why are we picking teams at all?
Yeah.
know?
So obviously, very.
But it was interesting what he said, that now you tell somebody the right way to play the game, or you correct them on a play, and they just go crazy. What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah.
But I did notice that he was. He's not an easy guy to play with. I mean, we'll call a spade a spade. He's especially for a young kid. They're not used to it. So. A couple of errors and he could explode, but that's why I I don't think they're going to win. That's why Ripon and Ripon is playing together, and they're strong, and they're cohesive. I don't see how they're going to possibly win that series. So that's our prediction. And guys, it's end of week 1, a long show and a lot of stuff happening, and we'll see what happens this week.
We'll see you at the fields.
Should be a beautiful 85-degree day, and look forward to all the action. Thank you. Good night.